Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together. And how dare you reject me?
Sorry, we had a tap, so this is just the next screen.
Right.
You haven't missed
so,
anything.
Normally we start on the same dialogue we had, but we accidentally bumped into something when trying to get our rewards. And so there's nothing missing. This is just the very next piece of dialogue.
Yep, this is just...
But also, how dare you reject me?
How dare! Honestly, this is such Disney villain, like, ridiculousness. And again, we understand totally that this is a very serious topic, but I'm also just like, again, writing, like, from a writing or thematic point, what the fuck is the reason for this all to exist? Like,
and
I don't understand
want to know. And it would be really, I mean, it'd be great if we get into the story proper, quote, proper, and there's something really important about all this nonsense. Or maybe Jonathan is the villain of the entire game after this.
Honestly, that would be impressive.
That would be wild,
like,
I would
wow.
think.
Especially for some writers, because I'm just like, you feel like you cannot handle, like, a villain being constantly present and a character without them being ridiculous after a while.
They can't be a character anymore.
Yeah.
They just have to be a plot device.
Yeah.
They are Deus Ex Domina.
Ah! I
Alright.
swallow anxiously. The street is empty.
Why is the street empty?
This makes no sense. I don't understand.
Beautiful afternoon in the middle of the city. It's alright.
Oh, but it's also supposed to be nighttime, don't you know? But let go of me. He tries to kiss me. Suddenly someone approaches us and punches him in his face.
Is it a boy? It's one of the boys. Oh my god!
Okay, honestly, you could have fucking started, like, right before this. This is, I'm gonna tell you, writers, this is the beginning of your goddamn game.
Like this should have
Holy shit, though, this guy is
so
loud.
I say, again, it could have been an experience, though, of going, she wakes up after a bleary night of disappointment, or is at school after a bleary night of disappointment.
I wonder.
And then she goes, he's been hounding me for weeks and now harasses me on the street, and then this guy shows up.
Or, again, sometimes what some people go, so I think this is an interesting, basically, trope or societal expectation that in stories, in order for them to be more mature, you need to include A, more rape, and B, more sex.
Okay.
Like, and usually more explicit violence. But I've seen basically, like, teen books get away with, like, a lot of sex sometimes, or, like, a lot of explicit violence. It's really interesting how it kind of, like, mashes up, but it's really fucking weird where I'm like, I am mature now. I can say breast.
Okay, also, though, I love this idea, like, just visually, this convention, and I'm going to talk about the visual conventions. I don't care how many times you've seen it. He comes up out of nowhere, punches Jonathan in the face. Jonathan stays standing. He gently moves him over, shoulders in front of him, so Jonathan is behind him, and stares at you in this grumpy fashion.
Jonathan grabs his hips and starts, no, I'm kidding.
Grabs his ass. How dare you?
How dare you?
I'm rich. I can buy your ass.
Hi, you can.
Wait, hang on. What? I just punched you, and it'll cost you to do it again. What?
Wait, what? You're welcome for that punch.
I bet I'll pay you to do it again. Oh, God.
He's like, I heard you talking all lives matter, so I punched you in the face.
Oh, my God.
So I punched your dumb ass.
Oh, my God.
I'm fine.
I just love that Billie Eilish went off. It made me so happy. If you know who Billie Eilish is, and if you read tweets, she made an amazing stream of tweets about Black Lives Matter, and it was really great because she actually discusses the weight of going, I've been thinking really hard about how to use my platform because I do have one, and how to discuss this. At any rate, you need to, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Now you gotta pick a weird ass accent.
Oh my God.
You are not prepared.
So
or do you want me to pick a weird ass accent? Because you have
I have Jonathan.
Right.
You should do him.
All right. You have Jonathan and you have Kayla. All right. So, oh God, I don't even know.
Make him French. Why not?
You hurt her. She doesn't want you.
Yes.
Jonathan gets up and tries to punch back.
Jonathan!
Honestly, okay. So hang on. I have to talk about something anatomical that's always made me laugh in reference to movies.
Okay.
And stories and games, just like fictional media.
Go ahead.
Most people really genuinely cannot handle getting a single punch to the head.
Nope.
Because you know what happens when you get punched in the head?
It short circuits your brain a bit. It
Well,
also
it literally
overloads all your
slams
senses.
your brain in your skull. It causes a short circuit problem for most people.
It depends on how hard you hit.
Yes.
I'm
not kidding. There's some people who really just
solid
like, you get
punch, like that's it.
Yeah.
Like, when you see it in movies, it's 900 punches and they get up. When you see it in real life, one punch in the street takes someone down for the most part.
There's also, like, even in regards to fights, they're not kidding. The rereason you protect your face
is because it will
and your
knock you
solar
out.
plexus is really, like, in this area is because it will seize up and you can't breathe. So you collapse because it hurts so fucking bad, and your face, let alone it hurts like crazy, it tends to really just knock you out pretty fast. We knew a dude who literally did these kinds of fights, and he was like, that's why you really want to knock people out really quickly in the head. That's the quick punch out. That's the quick knockout.
Right. Okay, so you're just suggesting that Jonathan was on the ground.
He just sits on him.
Hang on. Okay, that's great. But also, hang on. So his shadow is right behind him. So he punches Jonathan right out of his shadow. So his body falls and his shadow stays there looming behind him.
I am the true monster.
Until he stands up again and resorbs it into himself. And both of you go, let's pretend we didn't see that, shall we?
Holy shit, body horror.
And you get burned going,
monster.
God, I knew I didn't want to take you. Wah! All right.
But this mysterious guy takes him down again.
He just punches him again.
You're dead if I see you around. Burn again.
You and Burn will have to pay for it. Pay for what?
Pay for punching me in the face.
The mysterious it. You must pay for it.
I pay for it.
It is very expensive.
He runs away.
2 full-on badass punches, and he runs away, not staggers or walks or anything.
Runs.
Full-on run. He's like, punches mean nothing to me. They just knocked me off balance. Not gonna run a sprint that way.
Run for your life, you loser. The guy turns to me and checks on me. Burn, are you okay?
He knows us. Wait, he knows our name?
I nearly faint when I see his face. Ben?
He is somebody we know.
Ben is the captain of the football team.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
So, popular guy in school exchanged out for the captain of the football team.
Oh my God!
Let's have this guy, since he has an illustration, maybe be a nicer guy?
Maybe?
That'd be cool.
Hi.
You know what bothers me? There are never any other players on the football team. It's only ever
the captain. I know.
Who are you?
You got your linebackers. Oh, God damn it.
And you got your linebacker.
Your quarterback.
And your quarterback. And you captain the football team. Your football team is 3 people and only one of them is dateable.
No, I was actually saying there are other people. Not that they're actually characters.
Like, some people will be the quarterback in a movie or a show. And some people occasionally will be a linebacker.
Yep.
But your captain of the football team is the dateable one.
It's true.
Or occasionally, if there is no captain, you'll date the quarterback.
I was about to say, the quarterback is...
So there either is a captain, and he's the only dateable one, or there's no captain at all, and there's just a quarterback.
Because, everybody else is just fucking chocolate.
So you know what? According
Team sports are not... actually, I like it. Good. There's no I in team, and somebody else goes, of course there is. There's an I in the a-hole.
Oh, my God. That doesn't even make sense.
Yes, it does.
It's about
so when you take the silhouette of the A, right? Mm-hmm. And right here.
Oh, in the center of the A. Okay. Thank you. I'm like, what? Oh, it's a visual. It's a word.
It's a visual convention.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway,
but it doesn't work with all A's because some of them are super fucking
pointy.
It depends
on how you draw the A.
And you have your really weird looking eye.
They're like, that's not an I anyway, that's something else.
That's what?
Draws your beautiful cursive script. They're like, that's
exactly. Totally.
All right.
He is untouchable, not to mention handsome.
When he tried to punch Jonathan was knocked back before he ever came in contact with his fist because he's so untouchable. It was the air itself that forced him away.
What if these are the 4 guys, or a group of guys basically around Byrne in the horrible basically picture that he created, Jonathan and I'm saying created of Byrne. What if these are all the guys that are in the photo?
Oh, no.
And they're all like,
and
holy
they're pissed
shit.
off at him going, you fucking used us in this goddamn photo?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
That would actually be so cool. Like the guys recognizing themselves.
And going, this is inappropriate. Oh my God.
Right.
And also, you're clearly harassing this girl.
Right.
Or especially once they look at it. Going,
Though again, that's assuming you can see their faces. So I apologize.
Oh God, it depends on what the photo's like. But anyways, that would actually be the first really clever thing in here. Going, if the 4 guys that are basically your dating prospects are in that damn photo. Yeah. And then your entire setup was for this fucking photo and everyone going, we were brought together by mutual hate of Jonathan. What do you have in common? A mutual hatred of Jonathan. Ah, yes, that asshole Jonathan.
We've never even talked before. What is Ben doing in my neighborhood? Byrne? Yes? Are you okay? Did Jonathan do something to you? No, it's fine. I'm okay. I see blood on his t-shirt. Ben, you're bleeding.
How would he be bleeding? What the hell did Jonathan...
Everybody... It's a trope. It's a trope. Really, everybody has got to get blood on their shirt to show how intense it is.
Well, he could have Jonathan's blood on his shirt, but Jonathan didn't even touch him.
I know. That's exactly what he's gonna go.
Okay.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay. It's
not
his
my
blood.
blood.
That's
Okay.
that's the stereotype, though. I'm like, that is
What about this?
deliberately the stereotype.
He was running to come beat up freaking Jonathan, sees that Jonathan's still harassing us, and kicks his ass, but the blood on his shirt was from a fight he came from at school.
Oh my god.
He's just really like,
dude,
I
you're
beat
really
everywhere.
violent. Holy
He's
shit.
like, what? Oh, well, yeah, that's football for you.
It's okay. It's not a big deal. Go to my house and treat him if he says so.
Neither of those are things you would say.
They don't even fucking make sense. Jonathan did not touch him. Holy shit, this is so stupid.
Okay, so I've had a couple of times where people have gotten their characters injured in their stories, where I was helping a friend write something, and or when I was like helping somebody edit a paper or something like that, and going like,
is this about
when
that he got
did-
hurt here? And you're like, why did?
I'm like, when did this happen? And they go, oh, well, right here. I'm like, that doesn't indicate that he got hurt at all. Oh, really? Yeah. Just because someone, walks upstairs, or just because someone opens a door, doesn't mean they got hurt. Well, this thing happened. You didn't say that happened. Well, clearly it happened.
No,
So in the
actually.
meantime, when Jonathan stood up behind him, he actually shoved a switchblade into his kidney, and now he's bleeding down his ass. And the switchblade went away with Jonathan. He's like, it's no big deal. I take organ wounds all the time. And we're going, can we take you to the hospital? No, it's fine. Wraps a bandage around his entire waist. Oh, God.
Dude, kidneys, bleeding blood, like
Also-
peeing blood. Dude.
Also, Jonathan just literally stood up and stabbed you. You just punched him again. That was amazing. You have a fight response. Not a flight, just a fight response.
Fight response.
Someone taps you on the shoulder. You dip him in the face.
You are that guy who in that short video that's been around for a long time, where there's the person in the sheet shuffling along and they scream running out of bed and they come back suddenly with a chair and they beat the ghost over the head.
It's also the one where somebody goes, boo! And it's
Out of the trash can,
and you
and he
just
goes,
punch him in the freaking face. And that is your response. You're going, this person would survive a horror movie.
Yes.
And you're going, I'm really sorry for the actor that got someone with a fight response instead of a flight response.
Yeah, but also I'm like, please don't always just prank people. I'm like, whoa.
So when I say sorry for the actor, sometimes when people set up those pranks, they hire an actor to do it.
no, I know,
so
I
it's
know.
somebody else pulling the prank.
That's why I'm saying just don't pull pranks, though.
Yeah.
Because honestly, particularly if you don't know someone very well.
Additionally, if you do anything invasive with someone, like a wig check, which I just recently learned is a thing, and I hate, and I
It sounds
feel like,
really fucking turf-aligned in some ways to me, and I don't like it.
I think it's really more like are women lying to you kind of thing. Their makeup lied to me. Their wig lied to me.
But again...
But it's fine. Anyway, it's fine. As far as I've ever seen, it's only men doing it, as far as I've seen. But it doesn't matter. The thing is I find it reprehensible. You shouldn't be getting in anyone's face or touching their body. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But you absolutely deserve being punched in the face for attacking someone.
Yeah.
Well, I just did this. No, that was an attack.
Yeah.
At any rate, I think if he says so. What do you think?
If he says so, that's what I was thinking of. If he says so, are you sure? Yeah.
Him taking off his blue shirt, tying it over the blood. It's fine.
I'm
He's
also,
fine.
again, so what bothers me, I had actually a job that I worked at where at one point a couch actually dropped and slammed into the back of my leg. Right when I was at work.
I remember this.
So basically what happened though is I was like, ow, that kind of stung, but for the most part it was pretty much fine, right? And I just started walking around and then I just kind of froze.
Uh-huh.
I was like, what the hell is tickling the back of my leg? And I just kind of stopped and I sat down and I pulled up the back of my pants and the back of my knee was ripped open.
And it was just bleeding everywhere.
And it was just bleeding everywhere and I was like, whoa, okay. So I gotta tell you, I do understand where sometimes shit like that happens in stories, but usually your character will eventually notice rather than just be like, and they are bleeding.
On the other hand, in this
there's a
case, I'm like, where did the blood come from? I'm really like,
Yeah,
how
I
the
am
hell is he
personally
bleeding?
actually annoyed.
And my brain of going, okay, so Jonathan stood up and did something aggressive to him. Something sneaky and underhanded, again, like knifing him, because he didn't hit him. He didn't do a big action that Byrne could see. And so
We
I'm
don't
like,
fucking
what the hell
know
did he
because
do?
you can't tell with
Either that,
sprites and the lack of descriptors here.
I say either that, or he ran over to us and he was already bleeding. He was already bleeding from something else.
Hardcore as fuck. It's
I
fine.
just came from some other thing and it's fine.
Also, again, with people, so one thing that I have found to be very frustrating, sometimes people going, well, you should have persisted. It's like, I don't know this person. Sometimes you really do just feel like, okay.
Also, take him back to my house and treat him. What does that even, treat him like treat his wound? and going,
Again, we're talking about a romance trope here. Unfortunately, I think it would be one of those of being like, wow, he's just really hot. Which, again, like, it's been really weird to go, and he's so handsome, and there's a weird level of, like, something going on. I'm like, this game, I think they actually are trying to be what would be, like, this air quotey, more mature? You're measuring shoulders versus hips.
it's okay.
It's
Anyway,
fine.
if you say so.
He is a V shape. It's okay. He is an endomorph. Well, okay, if you say so. Come on, Bern. I don't need, punctuation. It's fine. Let me walk you home.
I don't need, come on, Bern, without punctuation.
Thank you for saving me from Jonathan. Don't mention it. It's a good thing that I was around. Yeah. I knew he was going to do something even crazier after the stupid rumor that he created today. You know it's not true, right? He shopped that picture. Ben laughs and pats me on the head.
Do you realize I'm in that picture? What?
What?
I'm in that picture.
It's all right, dear. I'm in the picture. I know he shopped
It's
it.
fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I immediately start blushing. Yeah, they're not gonna. I'm like,
That would have been so cool.
That would have been incredibly creative. Again, I understand the potential implication for what kind of picture this was, but I'm also like, that would have been interesting. Like somebody in the picture, or even if you could just seen one of the individuals in that picture, like this, because you could see Jonathan.
The ballsiness of Jonathan basically going, I'll also choose other people to put in here. They're specific people.
Right.
Would be amazing.
That is like, whoa.
Okay, so I'm having a minor problem with the graphics here.
What?
In his shirt, his back goes up above his neck.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see. I've actually noticed that a couple of times. So we can't really touch the screen. Hang on. So up here.
Yeah. His
it comes up
his neck.
into his collar. Now that's not to say that people don't have a lot of like muscle buildup up here, but that's like a very specific experience, and also like the rest of his shoulders don't seem to suggest that. This also seems to be a very loose shirt based off of the rest of it. Like
it's a little bit wild. Anyway, so that's a little unusual for me.
We're having some anatomical questions. Now that's not to say, again, human beings are incredibly diverse. You want to go have a wild day? Honestly, really honestly, just go look at people who are not models at all.
And
like just go
really look at them. Not like any kind of like as an exercise of education and of interest, especially like if you're an artist, anatomy wise, just notice like how big people's ears are, where they sit on their head, like where their sinuses are placed, what their noses really look like, how they carry their shoulders, where their shoulders and their neck are. Also the weird tricks of photography. So photography, like professional photography, makes people look so freaking normal. There was this picture one time, and it's of a horse, but that it stands nonetheless. The point I'm gonna make. So hold on for a second. Where this person drew a beautiful, realistic picture, like one of those graphite drawings where you're just like, holy shit, it's a black and white photo,
right?
Of a horse shaking its head and its neck like a dog shakes when they're wet, and the skin and the muscle in the horse's neck is crumpled up, and it's actually making these ridges that are piling up together because it was a high-speed photo when the horse was shaking its head really fast. And somebody goes, and a couple of people came in, and they're just like, if I'd have seen your drawing without the immediate photo reference, I would have said your anatomy was terrible. I would have said this is really weird looking. I would have said this looks fake. But it is exactly like the photo of the real damn horse, and it's beautiful.
Yes.
Because people don't know what movement looks like for the most part. And in photos, we never display ourselves in those awkward spaces between. We go, well, that looks weird, so why would we show that? So you pose yourself more flatteringly, in quotes.
Yes.
All right.
I know it's not true, Bern. Thank you again for helping me. Is there something I could do to pay you back? Ben Gaffoss.
Okay, again, where's his teeth?
Nobody has teeth. All right, still the challenge. Challenge on this channel. Smile without showing your teeth. Ha.
Like a big smile where you can see tongue and inside your mouth, but no teeth. Ha. You gotta kind of spread your tongue a bit.
I didn't help you for a while. Ben, I need you to know.
That's okay.
I didn't help you for a while, Ben.
Why don't they draw their teeth?
I know, but still.
Okay, Barry,
whatever, hungry. If you didn't show up, you know.
I just don't know why they don't draw their teeth.
I appreciate it. Ben doesn't reply. He looks at me deeply and smirks instead.
He looks at me deeply. What does that mean?
I took my eyes out and shoved them slowly into your body and then popped them back out again and put them back into my head.
He looks at me deeply. He gently grabs my shoulder and then pushes his face into my chest cavity slowly, looks around, pulls it back out. I know you now. We are one. I have seen you. Don't worry. It is I who have truly seen you, Bern. You are not unseen any longer. going. All right, well, we just realized Jonathan was an inky shadow black horror monster, and now you are too, Ben. And maybe this is a horror game, and we just didn't notice it somewhere in the tags.
Right?
All right.
Actually, there is something you can do. Tell me. I really need to know so I can make up for this. It's very important. Like, I feel really guilty.
Oh my God. What?
What? Hi, you've been harassed. You've had a man aggressively shoving his way onto
A giant rumor with you nude in the middle of it, so I've ostensibly, even if it's photoshopped, seen you naked.
Right.
And now I'm like, hey, go out with me.
Hey, baby.
Does that
Why don't you just go out with me?
does that not sound uncomfortable to anyone else?
Hi.
Because to me, that sounds uncomfortable.
Tonal deafness.
I've never met you ever before. I recognize you, and I don't necessarily know. And you, as far as I know, the only reason you recognize me is because of the rumor and the photo.
Right.
And then you're like, I came and saved you from your crappy boyfriend. Now date me.
Hey, baby. Let's go on a date.
Let's go on a date.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys, then, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, please feel free to go give us your feelings or your thoughts. We would appreciate it.
Yep.
This is very interesting. To be honest, we do not know how much we're going to be playing of this. This is fun, like, basically filler. Like, totally. We do appreciate the sponsor. Granted, we never actually have ever set out terms for how far we'll play.
I figured we'd just play the game.
I mean, we could do that.
Just like My Mystic Dragons, it's not a huge game. Like, I mean,
My Mystic Dragons is over 60 episodes.
And it's not a popular game.
Oh,
It's not huge, like popular. Nonetheless, I think this one has a lot more potential for tearing apart because they certainly dug in with more complexity at the beginning rather than it's my 21st birthday and poof, boys.
Yay!
Yay! I will never remember that I was a writer ever again.
Honestly, though, we might forget that we're a fashionista real fast.
It's true, we might.
Because we haven't brought it up once.
I mean, it's okay. Trauma makes you forget your hobbies for a little while.
I mean, it's true. A trauma and abuse and depression
or
anxiety can all actually contribute to you forgetting things that you enjoy.
Or you can dive into really aggressively things you enjoy to fight.
Hyper-focusing.
Nothing but fashion. Nothing.
Yes, hey. Okay,
so
anyway. Again, if you would like to support us also, though, or actually like to sponsor us, or actually tip us while we've been playing these games, please feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or Patreon. We've got some links in the description down below.
Absolutely.
But other than that, I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies, and this is fascinating.
Yes,
it was great playing with you. Bye!